Hi, I'm Alana,
Hi, I'm Jonna,
and we're Black Women Adulting.
or at least trying.
Please
Send help.
help. Okay, so today we are talking about our home buying process.
Home buying process.
And it was a process.
Yes.
So we're going to kind of go through the little steps or different categories, talk to you guys about kind of what we each went through, very different journeys, and then kind of go through any individual stuff that we forgot to touch on.
Disclaimer: we are not experts.
We are just
we're just telling you about our process.
Our process. That's it.
Yes.
So, first up, we're going to talk about realtors. So, Jonna, tell me about your realtor and how you found yours and everything you want to share about it.
Okay. So, I found my realtor via a hashtag on Instagram. So we decided, we know so many friends, so many family members that are realtors. And so we were just like, to not be biased, let's just choose one that we do not know personally. And so I had been following my realtor, shout out to him. I had been following him, and he was giving a lot of tips and tricks about home buying. And so once we got to the point where we were like, okay, yeah, we're serious about this, I was just like, okay, let me hit him up on Instagram, and then we took it from there.
Okay.
What about you?
So my realtor was actually someone I went to college with. She's a longtime friend of mine, and we're actually still very close, and she's part-time realtor. So I hit her up and I was like, I trust you. She's one of the oldest people I know, or I've known her the longest, I should say. She's not the oldest person I know. And just like you, I know so many people who are realtors, and I was just like, we gonna go with longevity.
Yes.
That's what I just did.
That's real.
Yeah, and I honestly didn't tell so many people I was buying a house because I was like, I don't need you to tell me that you know someone who's a realtor, because if I know any more, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, because I had also a similar situation. I was really fearful of like stepping on somebody's toes and somebody feeling like I'm not supporting them. So I was just like, okay, there's no way that, anyway. I mean, I guess I could have or whatever, but I think we did, decide what was best for us.
Yeah. I'm curious if y'all have that issue. Like, how did y'all decide if you know multiple people who are realtors? Because I feel like so many people are.
Yeah. So comment below. How do you decide between realtors? Like, if you have a home or if you're looking for a home, how are you making that decision?
Because we went two different ways here. Yeah. But, okay. So the next topic. The lender.
The lender. Oh my gosh. Do you want to start? I think you should. Do you want to start?
I can start.
Okay.
Bless it.
Tell us about your lending process.
My eyes just started twitching. So my lending process was different. I actually went with a lender that was recommended through this organization that I was working with that was helping first-time home buyers. They recommended this lender. It just wasn't a good experience. It did not go well.
Okay.
After, we'll talk about when we get into the search part.
Yeah.
But I ended up leaving that lender, going to a different lender who is actually a mortgage broker. So they worked with all different lenders, which actually gave me a better interest rate, and she was very communicative. That's a word, right?
That's a word.
Cool. And then it just was such a much better experience. So I was just thankful that I did switch, because at first I was just like, but my loyalty to this person I just met 2 days ago. Switch. Switch. Yeah. What about yours?
Well, I feel like that was short in comparison to what I went through. Anyway, I might have to put a blurb there about how loud I just got anyway. So, okay. So, long story short, the first lender, first, I want to say it's very important that you get pre-approved. Really, before you start shopping, you should get pre-approved.
Listen,
my husband and I didn't do that initially. I knew that I should have, but we didn't. That was not in our story.
All right.
We kind of just wanted to get a feel to see if we even were serious, and so, but still, get pre-approved first so you can know what you can actually afford.
Did y'all look at things that were outside of like your ideal budget? Do you think, or do you remember?
Okay, and we ended up like staying in what we thought would be our budget, but don't do that.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, that could be real heartbreaking if you.
There's some like mortgage calculators online, and so we were like playing with that, but still get pre-approved first.
Do that.
So, so my husband and I, we were actually looking at a townhouse. And we went with their preferred lender at first. Like I said, long story short, we went with their preferred lender. That guy was trash. Did not like him, and I don't know what it was. He was really excited to work with us at first, then gave me hell about my student loans.
Who don't have student loans? I mean, and if you don't, God bless you.
He started talking about an amortized statement, and my stuff wasn't set up like that. And I'm just like, I don't even know what you mean, sir, or who. And so, oh my God. I actually went through somebody else. A friend of mine told me about somebody else with the same lender. And, I mean, she was great and she was communicative, but we decided to keep it moving because you can shop for a certain amount of time. I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but you can shop for a lender for like, I want to say 2 weeks to a month or whatever. So we just started shopping to see who was going to provide us with the best quote. And then at one point we went with our realtor's preferred lender, and he told me something similar about my student loans, fun times. And then Alana, actually, your lender, was awesome. She was great. The girl knew her stuff, okay? So we did get pre-approved with her, no issue. Like it was no issue at all. But we actually ended up going with the preferred lender because we got a new construction home. So we didn't get to use her. We would have used her because, like I said, she was great. But we had to end up going with our preferred. So we could get incentives. So you can get incentives when you're buying a new construction home if you use the preferred lender. So that's why we decided to go with someone else. Long story short, because there was a couple steps in there.
No, listen, that's why we're sharing this, because I feel like I felt like my search process was so like, oh my gosh, this is so complicated and dramatic. But then literally everybody I talked to was like, no, mine was equally complicated and dramatic, like in their own way. So it's like, there's no right way to buy your house other than the legal way, I guess. But it's just,
I was just like, I know these student loans ain't about to hold me back.
Because if that was a thing, I feel like there wouldn't be many home buyers out there. Because don't let these student loans hold you back. I've forgiven myself for those student loans. Okay.
So keep shopping. If somebody turns you down or say you're not approved or they need this, or because I was never like denied, it was just they were giving me the runaround. So just keep shopping because there's somebody out there that wants your business and is gonna work with you.
That part.
We hope you enjoyed this part of the video. It ended up being much longer than anticipated, but please come back next week for part 2, where we will be discussing the search part of our home buying process. See you there.